know where grown-ass men walk around with full-set grills and no teeth. It's crazy. It's just a bunch of white Flavor Flavs running around out here. No clock, just gingivitis and a speech impediment. That's great. It is crazy in Oshawa. I took the 401 here, and on my way here, I see some girl texting and driving. And that kind of pissed me off, right? Like, follow the rules of the road, Oshawa. So I rolled down my window and whipped my beer at her. Pissed me off. Now we got 2 for the ride home. You know? So as you can tell, I'm an alcoholic. You know? They say the first step is admitting it, right? So that's where I've been at the last 8 years of my life. Step 1. The best part about step 1 is you can still drink. Like, I'm a big person that you are who you are from the environment you're raised in, right? And I knew my dad had a drinking problem from a very young age. I knew that because my whole wardrobe growing up was just beer case t-shirts. Like, all my school photos just had Molson Canadian across the chest. Wow. I got 2 kids at home, and they say being a good father means you gotta have good advice, right? And that's where I lack in, is the good advice part. You know? Anytime my kids need advice, I'm blank. I'm like, shit. Don't eat yellow snow. I mean, it's better than the advice my dad gave me. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear. I'm like, Dad, I'm 7. I got 2 kids at home. Like, my youngest right now, his favorite thing is Spider-Man, which is fine, but now anytime he's mad at anybody, he just webs them. You know? Like, the dog isn't listening. Webs the dog. His brother doesn't want to play with him. Webs his brother. Kids go to bed. Dad's webbing mom. Yeah. Appreciate that one. Their mom's a great woman. Now, I'm not saying she's dumb or anything, but sometimes she doesn't say the smartest things either, right? Like the other day, I was working on some jokes, and she walks in the door and goes, "Babe, why don't you talk about what's going on in Ukraine right now?" Yeah, because there's so much comedy going on in Ukraine right now. And so anyways, 2 Russians walk into a bar, right? Yeah, actually, doing a little some crazy things lately. Like, I went to Walmart the other night, and she timed me. She met me at the door and goes, "Walmart's 9 minutes away. Tell me how it took you 16 to get home. Who are you fucking?" Like, babe, that's 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes for me to have sex, finish, and clean up. She's walking away and turns. We both know you need 3. True story. Yeah, but she's doing a lot of complaining lately, which I'm not a fan of. You know, like as soon as she walks through the door, it's clean up your mess, put your dishes away, get off my sister. I'm just joking, Joe. Her husband's here tonight. He's gonna run me over the back or something later on. That's fun. That's not one of my favorite things about old ladies. Like, my favorite thing my old lady says is
Old lady.
old lady, not old. But my favorite thing my old lady says, old lady, is nothing. No, my favorite thing she says is glop, 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 glop. It's really concerning how good I am at that voice. It's just awful. I actually had a sex dream of my old lady's sibling the other night, and it's not the first time it's happened either. It's happened a few times. It's crazy because next time you see them, it's all you think about, right? You're sitting across the table from them, you're looking at their soft lips, their nice eyes, the long hair, which is really weird for me because I've never been attracted to her brother before. A little bit about me. I have a bad memory and I also have ADD, so it's a horrible combination, right? Because I'll be repeating things in my head so I don't forget them, and then my ADD will come out of nowhere and just derail my thoughts. I'll be like, okay, I gotta change, I gotta do laundry, I gotta mop. Gotta change, gotta do laundry, gotta mop. Change your laundry, mop. Change your laundry. Change your laundry, mop. I just have to watch you Grease the next hour. So with that, I also have a bad problem with mimicking. And I know it's a bad habit, but it's like an itch you gotta scratch, right? Like last week, I was in Tim Hortons and I seen this Jamaican fella and he's ordering coffee. He goes up, he goes, give me a large coffee, no sugar, tree cream. And I fought it hard, man. I fought it so hard. But I had to scratch the itch, so I took a couple steps back, and under my breath, I go, large coffee, no sugar, tree cream. And then that's when I realized Buddy heard me. So he starts slowly turning around. So I slowly turn around with him. And then that's when I realized it's just me and him and Tim Hortons. So I just turn back around and play it up. Yo, wag. You know? So I'm not that bright, as you can tell. And I'm a stoner, so you can imagine how my conversations with my friends go, right? Like today, I was giving him a ride at the hospital. He had to get some tests done. On our way there, we're smoking a joint. We're talking about the show tonight. We roll up, and he says, hey, buddy, break a leg tonight. I'm like, hey, where does that come from, break a leg? And without skipping a beat, he says, well, in theater, if you wish good luck, it's bad luck. So you want to wish the worst possible thing for good luck. I was like, yeah, you're right. Hey, hope it's cancer. You guys a little cute couple here? Yeah, you guys been together long? Yeah. You ever hear that, you're a lucky guy? You ever hear that? Yeah. I said that to a guy the other day, and he goes, shut the fuck up. He goes, I know that's white boy for you want to bang my wife. Said, whoa, buddy. With all due respect, you're a lucky guy. It's got really hot in here, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna take off my sweater here. You guys like my shirt? He doesn't. I just playing. It's his wife I want to fuck. I'm just kidding. Don't hit me, you fragile. So I was working on some jokes the other night, and my son walks in the bedroom. That's where I write my jokes. And he walks in and goes, Dad, what's your favorite color? He's like, orange, buddy. What about you? What's your favorite color? And he goes, red, yellow, orange, blue, purple. I'm like, starting to sound a little gay, bud. I just want to say there's nothing wrong with being gay either. It's your choice. Unless it's not your choice. Like, then you have a problem. Like being tricked into being gay. Right? Yeah, it happens often. Like, let me tell you about the story the third time I was tricked into being gay. I had my buddy Pete over. We're watching WWE wrestling, right? It was a big match. It was Kane versus Undertaker. And we're competitive kids, right? So right before... yeah. I think that was Kane back there. We're watching it, and right before the match starts, Pete looks at me and goes, hey, I bet you $10 Kane starts this match with a big boot. It's all right, Pete, bet. He starts the match with a big boot. I'm down $10. You know? A couple more minutes into the match, I look at Pete and I said, Pete, I bet you $20 Undertaker hits him with a choke slam in the next 5 minutes. You know, 4 minutes, 44 seconds into it, hits him with a choke slam. I got my money back, I'm up $10. Match is almost over. Pete looks at me and goes, I'll suck your dick if Kane wins. What the fuck, bro? All right, bet. So Kane won. I got my dick sucked, so I'm pretty sure I'm gay now. I don't know how it works. I think what pissed me off the most, it was just so similar to the second time he tricked me into being gay. I'm over at Pete's house. We're watching wrestling, right? I got to stop watching wrestling with Pete. So we're watching wrestling, and he looks at me and goes, hey, would you suck dick for $1 million? I'm like, yeah, Pete, that's $1 million, dude. And he starts going down on the number like he's making me an offer. Got me down to a 6-pack of beer and 3 smokes. I didn't even smoke cigarettes. Well, I may as well tell you about the first time he tricked me into being gay. I walk in the room and there's Pete standing with his dick out, just waving it at me. I'm like, whoa, Pete, man, no, I'm not interested. He's like, well, have you ever tried it? He's like, well, no. He's like, well, how are you gonna know you don't like it if you don't try it? Like, shit, he's good. So just be careful out there, folks. You know? So I ended up going to the gym recently, you know, just trying to get back in shape. I realized I need to go back to the gym because I hit a speed bump the other day, and my titties just kept bouncing all night. So that's been good. I ended up getting athlete's foot though. Anybody have that here? Just a couple guys. So what a nightmare that is. You know, mine made it worse too because mine migrated north to my dick. That's what I'm saying. Athlete's dick sounds way better than what it is. Do we have any horoscope ladies here tonight? Horoscope ladies? Make some noise. Woo! I had this girl on my Facebook, she's like right into her horoscope, and she posted the other day, she's like, I'm your typical Taurus, you know, I love eating out, love movies, and sometimes I'm stubborn. Like, yeah, so like everybody. I feel like girls use horoscopes the same way guys use drugs and alcohol, right? Guys will be like, oh, that wasn't me last night, the booze took over, whole new man. Girls will be like, I'm only like this because I'm a Capricorn. Like, no, bitch, you sucked 8 dicks last night because you're a whore, Jessica. Stop letting